It is Tuesday,
Am I in the way?
regular city council meeting for the city of Algonac, September 6, 2022. We'll call the meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Mayor Pro Tem Bembas.
Here.
Councilman Blair.
Here.
Councilman Gillis.
Here.
Councilwoman Harris.
Here.
Councilman Martin.
Here.
Councilman Scarbeck.
Here.
Mayor Stoneberg.
Here.
Quorum present.
At this time, will everyone please take a moment of silent prayer? Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We're gonna get through this meeting quickly with that. Let's see here, I have a, motion to approve this evening's agenda.
So moved. Support.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, we have us an agenda. We have one presentation this evening, and Councilman Jacob Scarbeck will be doing the honors. And while he's getting down there, I would like to talk a little bit about the Algonac Marine City 8U team. The 8 and under team won the championship at the Ron Cook Classic District Tournament held in July. They went undefeated the entire weekend and outscored their opponents 57-23. Coaching staff includes head coach Jen Harms, assistant coaches Jeremy Irwin, Kevin Malberg, and Jason Reed. And could we have the team members for 8U coming up right now? And the coaches, they are Abigail, the team members are Abigail Adams, Kylie Volvich, Jaden Burkhart, Avery Charlesworth, Ariana Flenna, Emily Furtaw, Rosie Griffin, Maddie Hanna, Ainsley Harms, Ella Irwin, Emma Mackey, and Avery Malberg.
Algonac Asset Award. The City of Algonac presents this award to the Algonac Marine City Little League 2022 8 Under softball team. Algonac City Council takes great pleasure in acknowledging the tremendous achievements of our youth. We are proud to celebrate the many outstanding accomplishments of the Algonac Marine City Little League 8U softball team for winning district championships at the Ron Cook Classic District Tournament in July and being undefeated the entire weekend. We thank your coaches for their leadership and dedication to a betterment of all the team members. We're so proud of your success for representing the city of Algonac like true champions you are. Signed by our mayor, Terry Sumberg. We're gonna get a picture with him?
Yep.
You guys gotta squish together.
Guys, all squeeze in. Squeeze in.
Squish.
Belts in the back. Here you go.
First time ever.
Alright, I can get you up. Alright. Cheese.
Cheese.
Great job, everybody.
Next up, we are going to talk about the Algonac Marine City 10 and under team. The 10U All-Star team were runners-up in the 10U division in the District 7 district tournament held in July. There were 9 teams in the District 7 playoffs. They put up a good fight, winning 3 out of 5 games. They won against Emmett 15-3. Against St. Clair, they won 10-3. They lost 12-5 versus Cross Legs. They won 5-4 versus St. Clair. They lost 5-3 versus Their coach is Carl Reeves. As the 10 and under team members come up, and I'll be saying your names as you come up. Bristol Anderson, Shylyn Blanchard, Kylie Charlesworth, Michaela Clearwood, Mauve Harms, Olivia Mackey, Emily Vernier, Kirsten Wilson, Anna Murray, Aubrey Pilecki, Callie Reams, Lily Ryan, and Kenzie Tesh.
Thank you. Thanks.
And just for the record, Croslex went on to win the state championship.
Well, you gave them a good run for their money.
did.
Oh my
We did.
gosh.
The Algonac Asset Award. The City of Algonac presents this award to the Algonac Marine City Little League 2022 10 and under All-Star Softball Team. Algonac City Council takes this great pleasure in acknowledging the tremendous achievements of our youth. We are proud to celebrate many outstanding achievements of the Algonac Marine City Little League 10 and under All-Star Softball Team, who were the runners-up for the 10 under division in the District 7 District Championship in July. We thank your coaches for their leadership and dedication to the betterment of all the team members. We're proud of your success and you're representing the City of Algonac like true champions. Congratulations and a job well done. Signed by our mayor, Terry Stoneberg.
Squish. Squish.
Sorry, make it squish. Squish, 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 squish. Denise, in the room?
Almost.
Almost?
All right, got it.
Slide in.
Oh, there you go.
Got it, ladies.
1, 2,
Cheese.
3.
All right, great job. Thank you.
And lastly, but definitely not least, the Algonac Marine City Juniors Girl Team. The Junior Girls Team won the Junior League District 7 Championship and went on to the state championship at Byron Center, where they finished third. Winning 4 out of the 5 games, they were the only team to score on the team who won the championship. That was Georgetown. They had impressive scoring on all games, shutting out 4 of the teams they played. They won against Byron 11-0. They won against Jackson 30-0. Against Grant 20-0. They won against West Portage 15-0. And they lost 3-8 against Georgetown. The coaching staff includes head coach Jason Reams, Josh Murray, and Kurt Reams. Junior girls team members, come on up, and I will be saying names as you come on up. Emma Arnold, Lexi Bertrand, Autumn Dwecky, Mae Fackler, Madison Grace, Michelle Kennel, Madison Mackey, Ava Murray, Kayla Rains, JC Reams, Morgan Reams, Alicia Vernier, and Allison Walker. And they're not here. But we've got a coach.
The Algonac Asset Award. The City of Algonac presents this award to the Algonac Marine City Little League Junior Girls Softball Team. Algonac City Council takes great pleasure in acknowledging the tremendous achievements of our youth. We are proud to celebrate the many outstanding achievements of the Algonac Marine City Little League Junior Girls Softball Team for winning the Junior League District 7 Championship and placing third in their state championship. We thank the coaches for their leadership and dedication to the betterment of all team members. We are proud of your success for representing the City of Algonac like true champions. Signed by our mayor, Terry Stoneberg.
We'd like to applaud all the girls and their coaches for all their hard work and dedication. that earned them these outstanding achievements. And with that, I know it's a school night and you don't want to sit through this meeting, do you? Eh, maybe. You guys decide. If you'd like to, we can pause for a few minutes while you exit so you can
Good job.
do your homework. Or you can stay for a long time and watch boring stuff. No, we have to, the parents get to decide that one.
Our meetings are not that boring, don't let our kids out.
You guys did a good
I am
job.
teasing, they are not boring, they're important. Oh, thank you, you make us proud. And the girls, on the Little League Junior Girls team, they are at volleyball and softball right now. They're all, playing at school, for school, and they're busy. What better place to be? That was a nice one, good job. At this time, it's time for public comments. Make sure you state your name, your address, and you are limited to 5 minutes. Everyone, please be respectful of the democratic process, and while someone's speaking or has the floor, please, no one is speaking.
I didn't even see you back there. You can go. I didn't see you sneak up.
Card 8710. First, I see that there is on the agenda Spark Grant engineering plans for a walking path at Lionsville. Every due diligence needs to go into that pool. Even if, throwing a $500,000 match, you're still gonna be ahead. Every single thing in this building has to go for that pool. Because if it doesn't, then I don't think that this council has a right to, as taxpayers, to fund a $1.4 million pool. That's all I got to say about that one. Robin Street. I'm very happy to see that there's a proposal for the work that's got to be done, landscaping the lawns. And I was very happy to, for the first time, it's been acknowledged publicly that the work has not been done in a timely manner. I have been curious about why there hasn't been any pay estimates for any work done on Robbins since February. Now, the bid by Superior was 42.5% lower than what the engineer's estimate was. And that was only $112,000 lower than Body Construction, who was the next lowest. And then I have to wonder, when all is said and done, how much in both time and money was really saved in that process. And last but not least, I have to say that I am incredibly disappointed in both this council and administration over the letter that was sent to the residents living on Robbins on August 30th. That is the letter that should have been sent the day after these people came, stood at this podium, and talked to all of you. To get people to come to a meeting instead of going crazy about it on social media, to come to a meeting, to bring this to council in a civil way after everything they've gone through was impressive. I was happy to see them all here. And for those people who listened to each of you during comments, they truly believed that they were heard. That letter should should have been mailed out July 20th. It didn't quite have the same effect a month and a half later. And all I can say is, I'm incredibly disappointed, and there are residents who were frankly insulted that would come that late in the game. It should have come before. They fully believed that they were hurt. And it, like I said, that letter did not mean anything to come then. It should have come before. Oh, and one last thing. I hope that this council is going to have, when it comes time to vote on those zoning amendments, a public hearing. Because there needs to be a public hearing on that. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Ed Carter, 806 Townsend Crescent. I just wanted to make a quick comment on what an awesome weekend we had in Algonac. It was so cool to see the art fair and the car show with Maxine Zambrowski and Julie Meitinger. Again, they pulled off, as they've done for so many years, a beautiful art fair, and it was exciting to see so many people come from all over. I was there both days, and I saw so many excited people. And Dr. Grady, as always, and his team did a beautiful car show on Saturday. And something interesting, I was talking to Roscoe the Clown. He's been around here for over 40 years, and as I was talking to people, I saw people that are approaching my age that remember when they were young, Roscoe being there. So he's kind of a fixture in town. That was kind of cool.
Good afternoon, everybody. Robert Doheny from 1921 St. Clair Boulevard.
Sorry, what's the last name?
Doheny.
Thank you.
Me and the mayor have emailed twice within the past year. Oh, the off-road vehicle problem. Constantly, 8:30 in the morning. I work in a hospital. I've been up since 2:30 this morning. I came here to talk to you about this. This has to stop. It is annoying, it's dangerous. I'm not gonna call the sheriffs to come stop a little kid. This was your guys' decision. It has to stop. It's a nuisance. What else was it? The boat, RV, 7 other cars in one house. What are you guys doing? It's ridiculous. I can give you the address at the end or email it to you. It's ridiculous. You're not making this a town that it should be. You're cluttering it. I mean, I don't know what else you guys want us to do as citizens in cleaning up the place. I've had the house for 5 years and totally almost redone it. People are thrilled I did it. Drive down the road, what do I see? A zoo. Makes you not wanna be here. I work in Dearborn every day. You guys wanna talk about rough areas? Go to Dearborn. Go through Detroit. I don't wanna see it here. I'm starting to see it. It's getting bad, and you guys have to do something about that. I mean, I have to be regulated on a 4-foot fence, but you can have the boat, everything in that driveway, but I have to have a 4-foot fence. Is that right for anybody? No, not at all. Hopefully you guys can come up with some ideas. I'm exhausted. I just came here to say that. And hopefully we'll see what happens. You have my address. Contact me. Don't just not respond. It's frustrating. You can come on over on a Sunday morning. We'll sit, have coffee. You can see all the motorcycles and bikes and mini bikes. Little kids zooming by, no helmets. They're not gonna see it. You'll see it. Then you can make your decision. Thank you.
Good evening, Steve Vogler, 421 Michigan Street. I just wanted to stop by and say what a pleasure and an honor it is to be moving my business and its 10 employees from the city of Richmond to the city of Algonac, frankly, where I probably should have started at the beginning. My partner and I graduated Algonac High School in 1999. We both went away for about 20 years, and here we are, bringing the business back in. We were taking over what was formerly Dock 421, and we are extremely excited to be here. So I just wanted to thank everybody for what I feel is the red carpet that has been rolled out. It is much appreciated, and we're just very excited to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, you haven't been here in a while, been quiet too long, I guess. Juliana Waston, 829 Townsend Crescent West. If you are a student of history, as I am, you would have noted that a recent figure in our history has passed away last week, Mikhail Gorbachev, who was the last prominent leader of the USSR. He looked into the future and saw the USSR needed to change with the times, and he instituted a new path which led to the breakup of the USSR and communism as it had been known. President Reagan gave his famous speech and said, "Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall." This led to the tear down of the wall between the East and West and eventually brought a form of capitalism and prosperity to Russia. Now Putin is undoing all that was built and trying to form the USSR again, back to the bad old days. We can equate the same to our fair city of Algonac. It has been through some trying times with the dismissal of the past city manager Grady Holmes for taking unauthorized pay advances in excess of $44,000 in 2002 and 2003. In 2017, Algonac entered into a separation agreement with city manager Doug Alexander, and that was rumored to have cost the city more than $100,000. In 2018, we had a recall of our mayor and resignation of 3 council people. Those were the bad old days. Today, we have a very competent city manager who has reviewed past procedures and worked continuously to bring Algonac into the 22nd century by updating ordinances, enforcing regulations, and working with contractors through the pandemic to complete projects that have been hindered with supply chain problems. The city is no longer run by the good old boy standards, but by standards where everyone has to toe the line with respect to blight, fees assessed, permits approved, contractors having to respond to city inquiries, and to request to perform duties that are in their contract. Some are disgruntled about this as they are no longer receiving special treatment. Our city manager is doing her job, what we pay her to do. City council seats are the subject of the November election. Since the recall of the prior mayor and council resignations in 2018, the council that was elected during that time brought back stability to council and a genuine team effort to accomplish the goals set before them and have listened to the people of our community. While you cannot please all of the people all of the time, city council people have accomplished much in working with the community. I am not giving credit to the city council for doing all these things that I'm gonna name, but for working with the community to get things done. Algonac has a dog park. We have a skate park that's been revamped. The Scout Park was renovated. The city pool has obtained grants for reconstruction and more grants are being sought. The attendance at the concerts in the park has exploded, with adults being able to consume an adult beverage while enjoying the entertainment. Seating has been added along the waterfront so people can enjoy our waterfront. Face it, we are not getting any younger. To lug our own chairs to the waterfront or getting up from a blanket is not conducive to our senior citizens. Costs, taxpayer money, has been recovered for a portion of security during major events. Blight is being addressed. Ordinances are being revamped and or updated to better work with the community. The updates have been the results of concerns brought forth to the community, or from the community. Too many things to name here. Algonac is on the right path. Council is listening to and working with the community in partnership. It is time for city leaders to address the negative and inaccurate information being sown through our community. We need to retain our proactive council members and city manager to assist this old community into the 22nd century. Please do not go the way of Russia in bringing back the old USSR. Learn from history and be forward-thinking like Gorbachev. Is that the way Algonac is heading, going back to the old ways and dumping the progress we have made in the last 5 years? Contact your council persons if you have questions. They cannot answer questions at council. Seek them out, request a meeting. find out what is really going on. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Alright. With that, it's, Mrs. Gerstenberg, the city manager report.
Thank you, Mayor Stoneburner. I'm pleased to announce that at their meeting on August 18th, Algonac Live, one of our local 501c3s, approved $2,000 to the city of Algonac for the purchase of Halloween decorations for M29 and the Riverfront Park. I'd also like to note that it's, and I hate to say this, but it's gonna be leaf vacuum time soon. So the leaf vacuum will be out November 7th through the 23rd, and will complete one rotation of the city, starting at the south end. The last M. Terry Drive waste pickup will be Friday, November 25th, which is the day after Thanksgiving. So that message I will be repeating at each city manager's report as we go through the next few months. I'm also pleased to announce that on your next water bill, there will be a QR code that you can use your phone and take a picture of, and it will allow customers to scan the code and pay their bill online. So this is a very exciting, progressive move on behalf of the council and staff for our residents. And a quick update on the establishment of the wastewater treatment plant authority. Our last meeting was Friday on August 19th. We are still waiting for information from the county corporate council. The city attorney that Alpine Community has hired is working on a draft transfer agreement and a draft service agreement, which is an agreement between the authority and the individual units. We are still seeking quotes from rate consultants, and then each community will have to approve a contract award to one of those rate consultants. The rate study results are needed to complete the service agreements. And the labor attorney is going to prepare a letter on behalf of the authority members to confirm them with the existing employees that are currently at the wastewater treatment plant, that they will continue to be employed by the new authority.
Thank you.
I have a quick question, if you don't mind. You know, I'll never pay my bills online, obviously. You know, cause you support the people who pay you, right? Are there instructions on how to, you know, do this, QR code for, you know, some of us who have never done that? Not that I plan to, but I'm sure there are other people.
Councilman Bendis? All you have to do is take your phone, go to your camera, and you just zoom on it, and it takes you right to the website. You just type all your stuff in and pay. It's awesome. I'm glad we're doing it, it's way easier. and-
Oh, for sure, it saves the
Yeah.
city money, it's just that, you know, obviously I can't do that.
You won't work for them forever, so maybe you should look.
3 more years to go.
We have no, or wait, just a second, we are at our consent agenda. We're being asked to approve our city council meeting minutes from the regular meeting on August 16th, 2022. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Support.
Any comments, questions, or concerns? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Alrighty, we have approved our consent agenda. We have no unfinished business, and we'll get right to our new business. First up is to approve the replacement of City Hall rooftop units. As you recall, this was tabled from our August 16th, 2022 meeting. There are 4 air conditioning heating units on the roof of City Hall. 1 unit installed in 2005 controls the city council chambers. 1 unit that was installed in 2009 controls the fire department, and the other 2, one was installed in 2000, the other 2003 to control City Hall. One of the City Hall units was down for 2 days before the contractor was able to get it up and running, but it was only running at 50% capacity. The City Hall units were over 20 years old, and the parts to fix them are no longer available. There is a 24 to 26 week lead time for the new units, and we received 3 quotes. It was recommended to purchase make the purchase from Climate Controls, who provided the lowest bid based on Climate Control's lowest quote for 2 units, City Council requested a quote to consider replacement of all 4 units at the August 16th meeting. The quote from Climate Controls to replace 4 units is as follows. The 2 City Hall Fire Department rooftop units, the total would be $37,090. The 2 City Hall Council Chambers rooftop units, the total would be $27,428. We'd receive a discount for the multiple units and using 1 crane of $1,625 for a total of $62,893. There is a per unit cost saving purchasing 2 additional units, and there is a savings using the crane for multiple units. We can consider 1 of 2 motions. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve the replacement of the 2 rooftop air conditioner / heating units that serve City Hall from Climate Pros, whose address is 9453 Marine City Highway, an amount of $32,259.
Or?
Support?
No, do we do or?
No.
No,
That's the motion I'm making.
Yeah.
That's the first one.
Do we have a support? There is no support for that motion.
I'll make a motion to approve replacement of the 4 rooftop air conditioning heating units that serve City Hall and the Fire Department from Climate Pros in the amount of $62,893.
Support.
Discussion, comments, questions?
If I may?
Yes.
I think it would behoove the city to move forward with the 4 units. Not only are we getting a cost savings now, but if we look at 2 in the future, if we only do 2 and 2 in the future may go, prices at the inflation right now may be even higher. So therefore, by utilizing this and doing a cost savings, I think would be in our best interest. Let's say 2 years down the road, the 2 other units go, now they're $5,000 more, the crane costs more. I think it'd be in our best interest to do all 4. It's my opinion. I'm a pipe fitter, so I'm well aware of the rising costs, so that's my 2 cents.
Mayor Snowbird.
Yes.
At first I was with Councilman Scarbeck and I really did want to do the 2 and not the 4, but I did actually reach out and talk to some heating and cooling contractors, and they're saying that the prices are rising like 12 to 25% on a lot of items. So that is why I agree with Councilman Blair that now would be the time to do all 4.
Mayor, I also agree with Councilman Blair. We need to treat this like a first-class operation. We have the funds, let's replace it, and then we don't have to worry about it for 20 years. Rather than 2 years from now, we're replacing another 2. It's off our plate, it's fixed, moving on.
Mayor Stoneburn,
Yes.
I'll go along with you guys. The reason I just picked the first one was just so we had extra money, so we could put it towards a pool for other projects. But I do agree with you guys, so I'll go along with this.
Mayor Stoneburn, I also agree with Councilman Blair that things are not gonna be getting any cheaper, they're just gonna be going up, so I would like to also do the $62,893 and replace everything now.
Okay. My concern was, replacing 4 units that may possibly go out at the same time, and I know we talked about that last time. However, the units now are much more efficient than they were 20 years ago, and I think the quality is better, and it's, newer technology. So, does anyone else have anything else to say?
Yeah, I just have a comment, and that is that because we have the money in the bank, and it does seem appropriate to use that money, it's good that we have it, and it's good that we're able to do this, so I agree with what's happening.
Anyone else have anything to add? Roll call, please.
Mayor Pro Tem Bembas.
Yes.
Councilman Blair.
Yes.
Councilman Gillis.
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris.
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Councilman Scarbeck.
Yes.
Mayor Stoneburner.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next, we're being asked to approve an abatement of nuisance resolution 2022-10 at 2137 Washington. Typically, blight and code violations are effectively addressed by the Dangerous Buildings Commission. However, per the attached letter that we received from the city attorney dated August 10th, 2022, there is a property where satisfying the ordinance's requirement of personal service has been impossible, even with the assistance of a process server. This is a rental property and the owner has a post office box in Marine City. The city attorney has requested that the city council declare this property a nuisance per city code section 34-18 so that enforcement can be initiated in the St. Clair County Circuit Court. We have received a copy of the said resolution. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2022-10 and declare 2137 Washington a nuisance within the bounds of code section 34-18 and permit the city attorney to pursue abatement remedies in the St. Clair County Circuit Court.
Support.
Comments, questions, or concerns? Roll call, please.
Councilman Blair.
Yes.
Councilman Gillis.
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris.
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Councilman Scarback.
Yes.
Mayor Stoneburner.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Bembas.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Our third item under new business is to approve attorney fees for the establishment of wastewater treatment plant authority. In February of 2022, the St. Clair County Department of Public Works advised Algonac Clay and Ira of the need to form an authority to take over the daily responsibility and operations of the wastewater treatment plant. On April 5th, 2022, the City Council retained the law firm Fahey, Schultz, Berzik, Rhodes to create the authority, with all three communities agreeing to share the cost of attorney fees. The total amount due for the attached invoices is $7,368, which is $2,456 per community. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve payment of the attorney fees for establishment of the municipal wastewater authority for City of Algonac, Clay Township, and Ira Township to Fahey, Schultz, Berzik Roads, PLC, whose address is 4151 Okemos Road in Okemos, Michigan, in the amount of $2,456.
Support.
Comments, questions, or concerns?
Mayor Stoneburner, I have one
Yes.
question. Is this a one-time only fee, or will there be a constant attorney fee in addition to this initial setup fee?
This is just for the beginning, isn't it? Mrs. Gerstenberg?
Thank you, Mayor Stoneburner. Councilman Blair, this is 3 months worth of work that has been provided by the attorney, and you will be seeing periodic bills as we move through the process.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Roll call, please.
Councilman Gillis.
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris.
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Councilman Scarback.
Yes.
Mayor Stoneburner.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Bembas.
Yes.
Councilman Blair.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Our next item is to approve water filtration plant drinking water laboratory recertification. Every 3 years, the state of Michigan requires certification of all water plant laboratories that analyze drinking water. Our current certification will expire on March 1st, 2023. We have received the invoice from the state of Michigan. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve the Algonac Water Filtration Plant Drinking Water Laboratory recertification for a 3-year period from March 1st, 2023 through March 1st, 2026 to the Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes and Energy, whose address is P.O. Box 30657, Lansing, Michigan, 40909, and an amount of $2,899.25.
Support.
Comments, questions, concerns? Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Harris.
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Councilman Scarback.
Yes.
Mayor Stoneburner.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Bembas.
Yes.
Councilman Blair.
Yes.
Councilman Gillis.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Our fifth item under new business is to approve property and liability insurance renewal. After a bid process in 2021, Nickel and Sapp was approved as the new insurance provider. Prior to that, the city paid $56,090 to Michigan Municipal League for property and liability insurance. The city had one claim last year. The proposed premium from Nickel and Saf is approximately 5% higher than last year due to increased property values and the addition of a new fire truck. This policy is good for 1 year, from September 18th, 2022 through September 17th, 2023. Nickel and Saf is a well-respected agency who has serviced numerous public entity accounts throughout Michigan since 1929. They currently serve many surrounding communities in St. Clair County, including Clay Township, Marine City, and China Township. May I have a motion, please?
Make a motion to approve the property and liability insurance renewal from Nickel and Saf for the period September 18th, 2022 to September 17th, 2023 in the amount of $49,684.
Support.
Comments, questions, or concerns?
Mayor Stolberg?
Yes.
If I may,
Yes,
may I address our city manager?
absolutely.
Denise, I don't know if this is possible, this is kind of out of my element here, but, do they offer like a multi-year deal, whereas I noticed there's already been a 5% increase, so is there gonna be another 5% increase, or can we get a multi-year with them and lock into a, same price as the 49,000?
Mrs. Gerstenberg?
Thank you, Mayor Stoneburner. Councilman Blair, they only offer a 1-year policy, and it went up this year because we added the new fire truck.
All right, thank you.
Anyone else? I will say, I like that we bid out. We found that MML isn't always the route to go, and I think that was considered standard form for a while in many places. And I think it's being very fiscally responsible when we do that. Roll call, please.
Councilman Martin,
Yes.
Councilman Scarpelli?
Yes.
Mayor Stoneburner,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Bembas,
Yes.
Councilman Blair,
Yes.
Councilman Gillis,
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next, we're being asked to approve Resolution 2022-11 adopting the St. Clair County Hazard Mitigation Plan. The city is asked to adopt a resolution supporting the updated St. Clair County Hazard Mitigation Plan at least every 5 years. Attached to our packets was the approval letter from FEMA, as well as a memo from St. Clair County Emergency Management Director Justin Westmiller. The last resolution was adopted March 19th, 2019. This resolution will be good until 2027. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve Resolution 2022-11, adopting the St. Clair County Hazard Mitigation Plan as the city standard.
Support.
Comments, questions, or concerns? Roll call, please.
Councilman Scarpelli?
Yes.
Mayor Stoneburner,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Bembas,
Yes.
Councilman Blair,
Yes.
Councilman Gillis,
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris,
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Our next item is to approve preliminary engineering services for the Lions Park pathway paving. The state of Michigan has created a new $65 million SPARK grant program to help local communities across the state provide safe, accessible public recreation facilities. A total of $65 million, ranging from the minimum of $100,000 to a maximum of $1 million, and I just lost the whole thing. There we go. I found it, okay. Yeah, it will be distributed in 3 rounds. Round 1, $15 million by the end of this year, 2022. Round 2 is $25 million in the spring of 2023. And round 3 is $25 million in the summer of 2023. The program details, including application timeline and reporting requirements, will launch later this year. Once announced, applicants will have up to 8 weeks to apply. All projects must be completed by December 31st, 2026. Funds may be expended for activities such as, but not limited to, project review, planning, architecture, and engineering services, construction, oversight, and compliance activities associated with state and federal requirements as applicable. Applications that address existing park infrastructure will be given priority. St. Clair County Parks and Recreation has been working with the state of Michigan and helping local communities prepare for the grant application. The closer to shovel-ready project is, the more likely it is to be funded. The Algonac Community Outdoor Pool at Lions Field is a shovel-ready project that may be submitted for round 1. The pedestrian pathway at Lions Field may be submitted for round 2. However, we need to complete a topographic survey and soil borings to develop a good cost estimate. The replacement of the Riverfront Park Boardwalk may be submitted for round 3. Staff will be meeting with the city engineer to develop a proposal for preliminary engineering for city council approval. May I have a motion, please?
Make a motion to approve the proposal for preliminary engineering services for Lions Park Pathway paving by Hubble, Roth and Clark in the amount of $3,400 and direct the city manager to sign the proposal on behalf of the city.
Support.
Comments, questions, or concerns?
Just for clarification, you know, when you have something like this, you try to put in as many bids for, grants that you can, because you don't know which ones you'll get, which ones you don't. So just for the people out there, and that's why you submit more than one, grant.
I have a question, Mayor.
Yes.
Have these been submitted for the Lions Pool and for the boardwalk and the pathway?
No, they haven't, because it says that, it will be, we'll have, once they open up the timeline for us to get it there, we have 8 weeks to get it there.
Mayor Stoneberg?
Yes.
I'd just like to add that typically, with any of these grants, they will only let you get awarded 1 per round. So there's no point in submitting 3, 4, or 5 for 1 round. You submit your best for each round. So those are the 3 we're gonna submit for the pool, for the first round, because that one is ready to go. The second one would be the Lions Field, the third one could be the Riverfront Park. That's the best way, the best chance to get funded. And then the farther along that you are in the process, like if you've actually invested money in coming up with your cost estimates, maybe you have plans done, that they look more favorably on that because there's a better chance that you're gonna get that project done. They have a very tight timetable. They have to have all this money spent by 2026, or they'll have to give it back. So they certainly don't wanna be in a position to give it back.
And that's why we wanna go ahead with the pathway, project, so that it's ready to go, so that when they look at it, they can say that's shovel ready.
I have a question.
Yes.
I'd like to ask, city manager, if we're considering on these projects, especially the pool, of a match of money.
Mrs. Gerstenberg?
Thank you, Mayor Stoneberger. Councilman Martin, right now, they have not said that you have to have a match. I would propose that we ask for the maximum $1 million towards the pool. And our match would be $300,000 from the Michigan Natural Resources Trust Fund and $400,000 out of the general fund.
Anyone else? Roll call, please.
Mayor Stoneberger,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Bevis,
Yes.
Councilman Blair,
Yes.
Councilman Gillis.
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris.
Yes.
Councilman Martin,
Yes.
Councilman Scarback.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Our next item is to accept a proposal from D&E Landscaping for lawn restoration. D&E Landscaping and Grading Incorporated has submitted a proposal to restore the lawn areas on Roberts Drive as part of the reconstruction rehabilitation, or part of the construction rehabilitation. The current contractor has been unable to complete the restoration in a timely manner. Restoration includes labor and materials to restore lawns using topsoil, seed, and straw, regrading ditch swales, removing blanket where deeded areas did not germinate, and removing soil that is mixed with stone from lawn areas. D&E Landscaping, who is the city's current grass cutting contractor, is a reputable and reliable contractor and will be able to begin this project immediately. May I have a motion, please?
Make a motion to accept the proposal for lawn restoration at Robbins Drive from D&E Landscaping and Grading, Inc., whose address is 69620 Lowell Plank in Richmond. in the amount of $19,966.50 and direct the city manager to sign the agreement on behalf of the city.
Support.
Comments, questions, or concerns?
Mayor Stoneburner,
Yes.
do we know when the contractor would be able to begin?
This contractor?
Yes.
Immediately. Is that correct? That's the way I'm reading it.
That is correct, Mayor Stoneburner. Our DPW foreman confirmed today that he plans to be out there tomorrow, and he hopes with weather permitting, he will be done by the end of the week.
Thank you. Anyone else? Roll call, please.
Mayor Pro Tem Bembas.
Yes.
Councilman Blair.
Yes.
Councilman Gillis.
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris.
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Councilman Scarback.
Yes.
Mayor Stoneburner.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next, we're being asked to approve the Elm Street emergency pump replacement. One of the float switches on the pump at the Elm Street lift station failed. A float switch is a type of level sensor, a device used to detect the level of liquid within a tank. The switch may be used to control a pump as an indicator, an alarm, or to control other devices. The station is currently operating on the spare DPW that keeps on hand. We received the invoice for the new switch. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve payment to Jet Pump and Valve, whose address is 4770 Pontiac Lake Road, Waterfield, Michigan, 48328, for emergency pump replacement at Elm Street Lift Station in the amount of $1,104.55.
Support.
Comments, questions, or concerns?
Question there, Stoneburner.
Yes.
I'm gonna take one out of my Ben's back pocket here. Would it benefit us to have another pump on hand? If I notice they're using a spare, doesn't say how old the spare is. Should we have one on hand just in case this occurs again? Would that benefit us anew?
Mrs. Gerstenberg, do you have that information?
Yes, I do. Thank you, Mayor Stoneburner. Councilman Blair, this particular invoice is for the replacement of the float switch. There will be another invoice coming for replacement of the pump.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Good question, Council.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Blair.
Yes.
Councilman Gillis.
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris.
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Councilman Scarback.
Yes.
Mayor Stoneburner.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Bembas.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Our last item under new business is being asked to approve pay estimate number 1 for the Orchard Street rehabilitation. On May 3rd, 2022, City Council approved awarding the bid for the Orchard Street rehabilitation project to the low bidder Murray Underground Systems Incorporated in the bid amount of $254,890. The project rehabilitates 1,300 feet of road, including 4 inches of cold milling, sub-base excavation, replacement of base, placement of new asphalt, and installation of ADA compliant sidewalk ramps. Engineering consultant Hubble Roth and Clark has certified the list of quantities complete from July 11th through August 24th, 2022, as noted on the payment application that we received. Monies for this construction project were budgeted for fiscal year 2022-23. May I have a motion, please?
Can I make a motion, to approve pay estimate number 1 for Orchard Street rehabilitation to Murray Underground Systems, Inc. in the amount of $198,838.65.
Second.
Comments, questions, concerns? Roll call, please.
Councilman Gillis.
Yes.
Councilwoman Harris.
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Councilman Scarback.
Yes.
Mayor Stoneburner.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Bembas.
Yes.
Councilman Blair.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Now we're being asked to approve the accounts payable and payroll. May I have a motion, please?
I'd like to make a motion to approve accounts payable and payroll in the amount of $1,656,769.24.
Support.
Comments, questions, or concerns? Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Harris.
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Yes.
Councilman Scarback.
Yes.
Mayor Stoneburner.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Bembas.
Yes.
Councilman Blair.
Yes.
Councilman Gillis.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Mrs. Gerstenberg, what's on our next agenda, please?
Thank you, Mayor Stoneburner. We will have some fire department purchases for their turnout gear, float coats, and some ice water rescue suits. The water plant air compressor motor replacement, a boards and commission reappointment to the library board. And we may have, parking lot snow removal and sidewalk snow removal.
Thank you. Council comment. Councilman, or Mayor Pro Tem Bembas.
Hi, everybody. October 8th, Pierogi Fest. You can get tickets at City Hall. Lots of fun. Hope to see you there. It always sells out, so if you like Polish food, please come. It's all authentic from Hamtramck Polish food, and it's very good. October 22nd is Halloween in the Neck. If you still need duck race tickets, you can get them from City Hall or from Gale. Everybody knows Gale, and some of the businesses around town. At the duck race, or at the Halloween in the Neck, there's a craft show. If you're a crafter or vendor, please look me up. So far, I've got about 15 crafters and vendors signed up. If you have a Jeep, the Jeepers Creepers event for Jeeps, where they decorate their Jeeps in Halloween, will be there, and everything's free to the public. They'll have donation boxes to see who wins. That money goes to breast cancer research, because October's breast cancer research. All the games there is free for the kids. I know you all know, because you're like, oh my goodness, here he goes posting again. I'm looking for street performers, Comic-Con type of people who want to walk around and talk to kids and get out there in costumes and stuff. I think that's kind of cool. Some people have asked me about it, but all are welcome. And we'll see you there. We're getting close. Gale and company have sold almost 1,000 duck tickets this year. So she's been everywhere selling them. And it's all about other people too, but it's Gale's project. So we appreciate her.
How did that happen?
I don't know how that happened. Somebody must have talked you into it. But I'm really looking forward to it, and then I always forget, my house this year, no COVID, no mask, no temperature, but we'll have our home tour, and we're gonna make it more of just an open house for the city to stop by. And any funds we raise from that goes to the Algonac Food Bank at the Methodist Church. So I hope to see you all then, and keep looking at Facebook, because I'll keep posting.
Councilman Blair.
Good evening all, thanks for coming out. Steve, I want to welcome you to the city. Thank you very much for bringing your business back here. My daughter had a business in the dock just before she moved out, teaching with Miss Shelby. Soon take real good care over there for sure. Very good. But again, welcome. I also want to give a shout out to the Algonac Marine City 8U, Algonac Marine City 10U, and the Algonac Marine City Junior Girls for making our city proud and for everything that they've achieved. Great for them and great for the coaches, and that's just another caveat in our city. I don't have much more than that. Pretty much all I have. I don't want to take any more Bembas's time. So, and one thing about Mike Bembas's walkthrough at his house this year, he said he's going to have free drinks and food, from what I understand.
Absolutely.
Thank you all. Have a good night.
We'll have free popcorn and free red liquid in bags that are blood donation bags. The one room is vampires and Dracula, and then we have a petting zoo in our house of all of our skeleton animals, and you can either feed them the popcorn or keep it for yourself.
Would it just fall right out of them?
It probably would. So you can keep
Their
it for yourself.
Councilman Gillis.
Well, first of all, I'd like to apologize for my appearance this evening. I've had an allergic
These might do Halloween.
I've had an allergic reaction. I've been in and out of doctors all weekend, so I'll keep it short. I'd like to thank the Art Fair Committee for a great job at the Art Fair this weekend. It was beautiful. I know I got some cool things for my son. I'd like to congratulate the girls' baseball team. And Steve, thank you for bringing your business here. We greatly appreciate any new businesses here in Algonac. That's all I've got. Thank you, everyone.
Councilwoman Harris.
I wanna thank everyone for coming and, congratulate the Algonac Marine City teams. Thank you to the Art Fair for putting on another wonderful show. Thank you.
Councilman Martin.
I'll also, shout out to the Algonac Marine City girls, their successful softball. Anytime kids are involved in anything like that, it's so good for all of them. And congrats. And then congratulations and thanks to the Algonac Art Fair Committee. They put a lot of work in it, and they, once again, had a successful art fair, and job well done. Thanks.
Councilman Scarpet.
I just wanna give kudos to the Art Fair Committee. This place was packed this weekend, especially Saturday. We raised, $924 for our pit bike tickets there, so that was awesome. We're gonna be raffling off the Derby, the pit bike, that Sunday. So come on out, tickets are available now, and our signage will start going up next week. There'll be banners everywhere and yard signs and the whole shebang. We're gonna start setting up 2 weeks beforehand, and we're gonna be doing a political night this year. It's gonna be 2 days beforehand, so we're gonna invite all the council members that are running to come on up and speak and learn a little bit more about why they're running and what they're gonna do for us. It should be a good time, so please buy tickets, and if anyone wants to sponsor, just let me know, because we still have more sponsorships open. I wanna congratulate Steve for coming back to Algonac. It's awesome. If you want to sponsor, give me a call. Well, that's all I have. Thank you guys for coming. Have a good night.
All right, I too want to congratulate the coaches and the ladies on the sports teams for all that they've accomplished throughout the year. And it's just not a matter of wins and losses and runs and outs and everything else. You learn so much more when you're involved in sports. We have so many offerings here in town. We've got Boy Scouts, we've got Girl Scouts, we've got robotics, we've got band, we've got choir, we have tackle, we've got the cheerleaders, for the little guys and gals. There's a lot out there, and as Councilman Martin says, it means a lot, and it really adds a lot to the children in the community. So please keep them involved. Keep them involved. There's a lot that can be done, and there's somebody, there's always room to add another club. So see what happens. Also want to thank the Art Fair Committee. I'm sure they're already working today on next year's Art Fair. The Art Fair and the car show, they were phenomenal this year. The car show, I think, was the biggest they had in the, during the Labor Day one that went up, the cars went all the way down to the community museum. And the Art Fair, they have such interesting things. If you've never been there, you need to go, because it is nice people watching, and you meet people that you haven't seen in ages and meet new friends. It's great. Steve, thank you for coming to Algonac, a roundabout way, but we're very, very happy to have you here. Also, I would like to make note that when the ships come in, the tall ships that come in, our Historical Society, led by
Maryland does the tall ships.
Oh, yeah, Maryland does it, she does the tall ships.
Yeah.
And then, but Joe goes down there, he meets them, and make sure that they get water, they sometimes they're fueling up, sometimes they're getting food. This time, a new thing happened, not that they took showers was new, but they were invited to Anytime Fitness to take their showers, and the crew really appreciated it. And Anytime Fitness, the team there, they were very helpful to them and appreciative, and said they can come anytime. So that's very nice. It's a nice place so they can get cleaned up and get off that boat for a little bit. But when the boat comes in, there's a lot of busy bees around here, including our chief, that are doing things behind the scenes to make everything happen and run smoothly. And we appreciate it, because we all see the beauty of the ship, and sometimes we get to have a tour of it or meet the crew. But there's more to it than that, and they're seeing to it that they can go on the rest of their journey and be safe and have their provisions that they need. September 10th, it's a Saturday, there's an ox roast, and that is at the Southeastern Michigan Conservation Club. That's an annual event. Also, the Historical Society has their annual all-you-can-eat fish dinner at Johnny Liga's. And there is gun raffle there as well. That is on Tuesday, September 20th, 2022, and it starts at 5 o'clock. So, got a lot of things happening, and I think with that,
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Support. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.